Nope, it's starting.
Okay, so hi YouTube. My name is Kaylee, and I am the new Friday person. I'm really excited to be a part of the group. I guess I've been friends with trans people for a really long time, so I'm kind of familiar with all of the YouTube groups and videos, and you rarely see this side of the perspective, so I think it's really cool. I'm going to start by doing a little intro. I know a couple people did an intro video and then the week, but I'm kind of lazy, so for me it's just easier to do it all in one. And I took notes because if I don't take notes, I'll ramble. This is my partner, Petey. We live in Nashville, Tennessee right now. Petey got a job as the LGBTQI program coordinator at Vanderbilt University, so we packed up and moved. We're both originally from Iowa. I was from a town in northern Iowa, and Petey was from a city kind of like southeastern Iowa, I guess. So we grew up on opposite ends of the state. I guess I came out at 14 to my parents, mostly just my mom. My parents aren't together, and she was totally cool with it. Okay, whatever, kind of move on. We didn't really talk a whole lot about it, but it wasn't like we ignored it either. It just wasn't the forefront of every conversation. So I never really felt the need to come out as gay or queer or anything like that to anybody else, because I came out at an age where either everyone just kind of knew or my mom explained it to everybody else, so nobody ever asked me about it, which was kind of great. And I realize now that I kind of took advantage of that because I'd never had to come out. You can talk about how you came out or whatever.
Sure. Hey. I'll make it quick. So I came out around 18 as gay, and then towards the end of the time I was in college, I started I basically developed kind of like my queer identity, and then started really kind of coming into my trans identity and gender queer identity. So I would say I've been out as trans and gender queer for, I don't know, about year and a half now?
Yeah, year and a half.
Year and a half or 2 years now. So I think it's been about a year and a half now of me using plural pronouns. And I've been on T for it'll be actually 6 months, and at the end of February, it'll be about 6 months. So that's me in a nutshell.
We have been together for almost 2 years.
2 years in April.
It'll be 2 years in April. I'm 21, PD is 24. I work at a doggy daycare, and I absolutely love my job. Hopefully someday I will have my own. But yeah, that's all about me. Oh, just a little PSA, spay and neuter your pets, because there are too many babies on this world that, don't have loving homes, and there are plenty of doggies and kitties out there for everybody, so it's just about finding the right one, not finding a baby one.
And that's why we have 4 dogs.
Okay, so the topic this week is family and marriage and things of that sort. I guess I will start with my first bullet point. So, I think that both of us really would like to have a marriage ceremony, quote unquote, or whatever that may mean. We're not very traditional. We both want to have a beach wedding. I have a slight obsession with wedding things. I probably have about 30 or 40 bridal magazines, multiple books. I have a wedding blog. But I don't really want to get legally married. I just want to have the pretty beach ceremony. So I kind of, in any spare time that I have, I spend that time planning my wedding, even though I'm not engaged or anything like that. No pressure. it is legal for us to get married in our home state of Iowa, but I don't think that either of us really feel the need to legally get married. PD identifies as queer or like a transmasculine person, but doesn't really at this moment feel the need to change any gender markers or anything like that. So we don't want to be straight married, but we really don't want to be gay married either. If everyone can't do it, I don't see why we need to do it. And I've been around a lot of divorce in my life. I'm not a pessimistic person, but I just know the reality that sometimes people change their minds. So I guess for me it's just plain and simple. What's the point if it could not work out when you can just have a really cool party and pretend, or not pretend, but you know, marriage isn't a piece of paper, it's the relationship that you build for me. So that's that. Right now we have 4 babies. We have a pug who's 6. His name's Trice, and I have had him since he was a baby. He's the love of my life, and he's more important to me than anything or anyone on the face of this earth. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Petey, but that's how it is. We also have a pug mix named Max. He's about 2, we think. He was a foster failure, meaning that we attempted to foster him, and after about an hour and a half of having him home, we knew he wasn't going to leave. Addie, I bought from Craigslist because, you know, people don't spay and neuter their pets. This is Addie. He'll be 1 in May. People don't spay and neuter their pets, and their pets have babies, and they realize that it's a lot harder than originally planned to get rid of those babies. So people put them up on Craigslist and silly sites like that to sell living things or barter living things. Addie was actually offered up for $50 to $100 or a donation of dog food to feed their other dogs. So I opted to just give them the money for him because I felt that they needed it. But that's that. We also have a 5-year-old black lab who was, her name's Silver. She attended the daycare and boarding facility that I work at, and then was dropped off and left there because both my boss and I work in rescue, animal rescue work, and her owners couldn't take care of her anymore, and they knew that we would find her a good home. But I love her, and so she came home with us. And it's great to have a big dog in this mix of little dogs, so that's wonderful. Real babies, or human babies. I want kids really bad. Tomorrow would be great, but that's not realistic. I think we both want to wait until we're financially stable enough. And, you know, it's fun being young right now, so we don't want to be tied down when we don't need to be yet. Both of our parents want us to have kids. I have 2 younger brothers. They're 11 and 13, and I spent a lot of time when I was growing up kind of raising them. My mom worked 2 full-time jobs, so for a while that was enough birth control for a really long time. But as you get older, you realize what it really means to be a parent, not just babysit, and I think we're both pretty excited about that. How we want to have babies, it's different every day. Some days we want to adopt. Some days in vitro sounds like the way to go. And some days we're in Target and I feel like stealing children. So it kind of is like different day to day. I would like to carry children, but I know that that's a privilege, and sometimes I feel like it's a selfish thing for me to want when there are so many children in this world who don't have loving parents. And so some days I want to adopt more than I want to carry my own children. But right now I think we're very open to either idea or either way. If we have multiple children and we choose to carry, I think it's important that we have the same sperm donor. Who that donor would be, I don't know. Obviously, I cannot have white children. So I don't really want white babies. I think brown babies are cuter, but
Yeah, I think that's something Kaylee asked, I think, like, within a month of us dating, if...
Were we even dating?
I don't even know. Within a month of us hanging out, one of the things she asked me, she's like, are you okay with not having white babies? And I was like, sounds good to me. So I think it's important to both of us to have multiracial children. And I'm like, I think before coming out as trans, I wanted, I think I used to think I wanted to carry kids, and then I've just known I've always wanted to be a parent. I have the most amazing father and mom, so I've seen what it really means to be a good parent, period, regardless if that's like the father or mother role, quote unquote. And yeah, and I've could care less if my kids, quote unquote, look like me, and I'm all about creating the multiracial planet. So white babies are not really something we're care to try to create. I guess I don't know how else to say that. And yeah, so I think we love a donor. I just want my kids to be
happy and healthy.
Happy and healthy, yeah. So whether they come from Kaylee, which would be they'd be beautiful and amazing, or we adopt. And I've also always wanted to adopt my whole life, so I'm open to anything. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. But I think that is it for this week. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. I have to work all weekend, which stinks. But
we're going to queer dance prom, though.
Yeah, we're going to a queer dance prom tomorrow, so that should be fun. But enjoy your weekend, be safe, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.